Everybody, it's Dr. Val. Happy, wonderful Wednesday to you. I'm excited to be here with you today. For those of you who don't know, I am a clinical psychologist, and my area of study and expertise is stress related illnesses and chronic disease. We know from research that 95 to 98% of our illnesses are caused by stress. The other 2 to 5% are caused by your DNA, your diet, and your environment. I do these 5 to 7 minute lives, 7 minutes, ish sometimes, live to help give you tips, information, and strategy that will hopefully, to give you information, tips, and strategies that will help promote well being. I am the owner of Tranquility Hot Tubs and Med Spa. You can check out that website at www.tranquilhottubs.com. Click on services to see the services we provide. Schedule an appointment for you, a friend, and a family member. We'll be opening soon. You can still schedule. Also, ladies, I'm excited to invite you to the Women's Health Symposium that will be held this week, January 7th. You can attend that event virtually or face to face. At that same website, you want to go to www.tranquilhottubs.com and click on upcoming events. This week is a short week for us. We started on Tuesday, and yesterday and all this week, we're talking about expectations. So on Tuesday, we talked about expectations and gave a general definition. And we gave this definition because I like to be on the same page so that when we're talking, we're each saying the same thing, right? Today, Wednesday, we're talking about having appropriate expectations. Thursday, we're talking about having misplaced expectations. And then Friday, we're talking about having no expectations. There are some people who choose to live that way, and we're going to talk about why that might be the case. So, what are appropriate expectations? There is a framework that focuses on the development of children. That framework is called Developmentally Appropriate Expectations, or DAP. It focuses on three areas: child development appropriateness, individual appropriateness, and social and cultural appropriateness. However, I believe that should be extended to adults because we also have individual appropriateness for expectations. We also have social and cultural appropriateness for expectations as an adult, and I think they should expand that definition. In the Western culture, we know that we say that adulthood begins at age 18. Now, for some of these kids, that's not true. But however, on paper, at the age of 18, we know that they have more freedoms than they normally would if they were 17 and younger. And what comes with adulthood is, if you live in the Western culture, independent, we expect them to start acting more independently. We expect them to be responsible, a good person. And even within the culture, we have subcultures. So we have cultural expectations, but then we also have subculture expectations. And this is across the board, not just for Western civilization. In every cultural society, I want to say it like that. Sure, that'll work. We have expectations. And then in the subculture, which could be your family, there's an expectation. And our expectations are shaped by our past experiences and the decisions that have resulted from those experiences. So, what are appropriate expectations socially and culturally and individually? Appropriate expectations are realistic expectations. And the definition of realistic is something that you can sensibly expect to achieve. Now, for people of faith, and I'm a person of faith, this can sometimes be a sticky area, and we won't get into that too much. But this is when you'll hear the term sometimes: is it faith or foolishness? Because sometimes we take faith and use it as a weapon to stand on or believe for things that are just a little bit to the left, right? So, let's talk about some examples of appropriate expectations. So, here's the first one: weight loss. Your expectation is to lose 10 pounds over the next 3 or 4 months, because we know that 1 to 2 pounds a month is safe, and most likely you will not put it back on. And so you're going over the next 3 to 4 months to lose 10 pounds. But when I say to you, well, what are you doing? What have you done? And you're like, oh, nothing. I just watching TV, kicking back, relaxing, but I really want to lose 10 pounds. But you're not exercising, which we know exercise does not promote weight loss necessarily. That's for cardiovascular health, depending on what kind of exercise you do. And I like how I think it was Dr. Berg, Berg, who said, you don't exercise to get healthy. You get healthy and then you exercise, right? So weight loss, I want to lose weight, but I'm not doing anything. I'm not eating any differently. I'm not expending any energy, be it by working out or just doing laundry, mowing the grass, shoveling snow. You're not doing anything. That's an unrealistic expectation, sis and brother. That's an unrealistic expectation if you think you're going to lose weight and you're not putting any effort in. Earning more money. Well, I want to earn more money, but what are you doing to ensure that you can earn more money? Are you taking courses? Are you asking to participate in things that they have at your job that can help you earn more money? Are you availing yourself to training and to instruction and to leadership guidance? What are you doing so that you can earn more money? If you're not doing anything, say it with me, ding, 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 unrealistic expectation. What about this one? Getting a different job. Well, what are you doing to get a different job? Did you go to school? Did you get a different degree? Are you qualified for another job? How are your evaluations on your current job? Do you always get into it with your supervisor? What would people say about you as a co-worker? Do you add to the environment in a positive way, or are you taking away from the environment, right? Becoming an entrepreneur. What are you doing to become an entrepreneur? Are you just talking about it, or what are you doing? Are you taking courses? Are you researching? Did you open up a business account? Are you talking to mentors and coaches who can help you in this area if you need it? What are you doing? The last one, not this is not an all-inclusive list, and I'm sure you can think of your own. Getting married, and this is for my women. My women, your expectation is getting married, and we're talking about appropriate expectations. And then it said appropriate expectations are realistic expectations. And the definition of realistic is something that you can sensibly expect to achieve. But you want to get married, but when you go outside, you have bonnets on your head and you're in your pajamas. Every time a man sees you, whether you go to the grocery store or going wherever you're going, you're never dressed appropriately. Are you putting yourself in position to be around the men who are qualified to be a part of your life? And I said qualified because you should have a standard, just like the man should have a standard. Do you just wake up and roll out of bed? Are you taking care of yourself? What are you doing so that you can ensure that you can get married or somebody wants to marry you? This is not a slap on the hand. It's just the matter of the fact that we have a lot of people who say they want to get married, but when you look at them and when you see them, they're not presenting themselves in a way that would be attractive to the person they want, right? So, all right. So tomorrow, Thursday, we're going to talk about, what did I say we were talking about, y'all? we are going to talk about, where are we? Having misplaced expectations, because there is a such thing. And the example I just gave with the woman who wants to be married, if you're doing that, that's a misplaced expectation. But I'm going to tell you this, you get what you attract. Now, if you are able to go out in bonnets and pajamas, your hair is not combed, you don't keep yourself up. And men, this goes for you too. But if you are that person and you are able to get someone, you get what you attract. And so there, don't be surprised when once you're in that relationship, it's not what you thought it would be. All right? Not a slap on the hand, just a conversation. All right, everybody. So until tomorrow,